This is John Doe, the CEO of XYZ Company. Say hello.
Hello.
And I'm Jane Smith, the Manager of Public Relations of XYZ Company. And today I have a little suggestion for Mr. John Doe.
Okay.
Okay. Start?
Start.
Okay. So, hey John, as you know, our XYZ Company has gone through a little bit of a down moment in the last couple of months. We are an energy company, and as you know, all energy companies are not really very environment friendly. But recently, we have been in the news because of not being so environment friendly. So, from being from the public relations, I thought there is something we can do about that. So here is my little suggestion on how we can encourage our company as well as our employees to make better decisions. And the picture here has significance, so you'll find out in the next slide. So I want to highlight the impact that this press release has had on us so far, especially on our long-term reputation. As a company, we need to project a really positive reputation and a positive brand or image in front of everybody, and that has taken a toll. So that's really not working very well because of the press release that said that we are not environment friendly because of the operations that we do. So obviously there's a definite impact to the environment as well as our brand and the long-term reputation. Here I have listed some of the blockers we have because of which we are not able to negate this impact. So we can do a lot of things where we give back to the community, the society, and do something good for the environment. But all of these things are seen as activities which take time away from your day-to-day works or tasks that are assigned to you. So employees view this as a waste of time, I would say, and also peer pressure. So let's say our John Smith right over here, who's thinking of doing something good for the environment, but he is being bogged down by all these conversations happening around him where his co-workers think that this is a waste of time and he shouldn't be doing this. He should be focusing on his deadlines, which leads to a lack of compassion and social responsibility on John's part, whereas to start with, he did want to do something good for the environment. Now, how can we solve this situation? One solution that I have thought about is corporate social responsibility and making it a part of our company culture, which it is not right now, which is why John is bogged down by this peer pressure. It won't be if we make it part of our company culture. How we can do this is, I have thought about one of the ideas, which is having this monthly or quarterly tree planting ceremonies and make it something which is part of the company culture. So if an employee wants to opt out of it, he would have to fill up a paper form and turn it in to HR to opt out of the ceremony. How we'll do this is every month a particular team will be assigned to the tree planting, and these are not big trees, probably the small bushes like that or a small plant, so it doesn't take up a lot of space, but we'll do this on a monthly basis just to encourage employees to get out of their desks, do something good for the environment, breathe the fresh air, and they'll also feel better. So when they come back to work, they'll feel more productive and also more peaceful. And this will be in the press as well, so this will also help solving the impact to our reputation and the image and the back seat that it has taken over the last few months because of the negative press releases. And these are some of the images that I used during the presentation, so don't hold me to it. These are like all from the website. So yeah, that's my presentation. What do you think about this?
Since this is once a month, will it be all the employees at once, or can we do it in, say, departments or maybe groups or teams, or may we also do it quarterly?
That's a very good question, John. So what we can do is we'll do this by teams. So let's say we have 5 departments in the company, and if each department has about 6 teams, each team doesn't have more than 10 or 15 people. So we can assign one team per month, and only that team goes out and helps us with this planting ceremony, and every team is assigned 1 month after that going forward, so we don't have the entire company going out and nobody at work doing anything substantial.
Let's say someone from one of the departments or one of the group teams doesn't opt out and they don't show up. Is there any penalization or any form of action against the employee?
So like I had mentioned before, to opt out, you have to go to the HR, and they have these paper forms. You have to take a form from there and fill it up and just provide it to HR. You don't have to say why you're opting out. There's no reason necessary. Just letting HR know that you're opting out. As far as punishment is concerned, there is really no punishment, but let's say if we do this once a month on a Friday afternoon, that is your work for that team during that Friday afternoon. So if you are not badging in to the ceremony, and mind you, yes, you have to badge in when you go to the ceremony. So if you are not badging in, it is considered a time out for you, because that's the only work your team is doing during those 3 hours.
So where these events take place, I mean, due to the fact that we only have the trees and the grass around our parking lot and we don't really have the land to plant it, where could this take place?
Again, a very good question. So we have already teamed up with a few of the city parks, and some of them have plans to plant more little plants throughout the next 3-4 months. We can help them with that process, and in that process it will also help our reputation and our employees. So yes, space will not be a problem.
Is there an option to, as an employee or as a company, that we just donate to a Save Planet Foundation instead of taking our time?
I have actually thought about that, and the reason I thought about doing the planting ourselves rather than just donating to Save Plant Foundation is because it just works better. The impact is better when we are trying to save our reputation. Think about this. There's a press release which says company XYZ donated certain amount of dollars to an organization, as opposed to pictures showing their employees actually planting trees. That definitely has a bigger impact on the reputation and the image of the company than just donating some money. Also, that brings me to a very good point. We can actually add this as an option to the opt-in. So all the employees who are coming to plant the trees, they can also donate maybe $1 to the foundation, but I would not consider that as an opt-out, because you can't opt out of planting the trees just by donating, because then I know for sure most of them are probably gonna opt out.
As acting CEO, I do believe that going with this program and the foundation will be great for us socially and for the environment as a whole. And it will also help us, benefit our brand and represent who we really are.
Yes!
Yes,
We just
we
made
made
a
a great
great decision.
decision.